Hey, good morning, guys. It's Becky Bamboo. Today is Friday, September 24th, 2010, and it's Friday, but I'm not going to do the Friday dance. I'm kind of over it today. I don't know. I'm not into it. Um, yeah, I wanted to update you on what's been going on. Last night, we closed on our refinance. So excited about that. We ended up that we're going to save like $200 a month on our mortgage, which is quite fantastic. I wish we had been able to cut it down, like the amount of years that we have to pay on it, but we can't have everything, can we? So we got home from our closing last night, and I was whipped, man. I just didn't want to. I just didn't feel into doing like the gym last night. I had been, excuse me, every day this week, and I have really busted ass, worked out a lot longer and harder than what I had been. So I didn't know it was possible to work out harder than I had been, but I did, which is good. I mean, I keep challenging my body and challenging my mind, and that makes me excited. Really, it does. So last night I just said, I'm done with it. I need a break. I need a day off. I was mentally exhausted from all of the refinance stuff, and I just needed a break. So we stayed at home. My husband cooked me dinner last night. Wasn't that so nice of him? I was excited because it doesn't happen a lot where he offers to cook. And last night he's like, why don't I just cook dinner? I'm like, fantastic. You mean I can just sit in my chair? He's like, yeah, you can just watch what you want to watch. And I'm like, oh, thank you. He hasn't been getting a lot of work. So he's home early almost every day, and he has his time where he comes in and he sits and veggies in front of the TV and plays video games. And it's so rare that I get time to just sit down and watch a complete show that I want to watch. So it was so nice for him to give me the opportunity last night. So I have to brag about him today because it was nice to just have some time for me and not have to run around trying to get dinner ready or get to the gym or whatever. So I was very, very thankful for that last night. We did catch up on The Biggest Loser. So excited. I don't know how many. I'm sure there's a lot of us out in this community that watch Biggest Loser. I would assume. Anyway, I would assume most people do. I have been watching it since the first season, and it hooked me. It hooked me then, and I have not been able to stop watching since. I always find such inspiration from the show, and I know that's kind of what it's designed to do, and I think that right now, in particular, I could use all the inspiration I can get. I'm so thankful for finding YouTube because I get it from all of you, but it's also nice to see it on TV as well. Things always seem so negative about what's on TV anymore, so it's nice to see something positive instead of such negativity and whatnot. So I got caught up on it last night, and I have to say this. There's some of you out there who maybe haven't seen it, so I'm not going to try to spoil it for anybody. The only thing I wanted to say is that when it got to the Portland, Oregon section, I was watching it, and I got this weird like deja vu thing, and I'm like, where have I seen this before? Like, I've seen this. And I said it out loud. I said, I've already seen this. And my husband's like, how can you have already seen it? Did you watch it? And I said, no, but I know I've already seen it. And he's like, you're crazy. I'm like, no, I swear to God, I've already seen this. And so I was talking about what was going to happen or who was going to be on that section, like that Mike was going to be there and that Bob was going to be there. And he just was like creeped out by it. Well, as the competitors started doing the challenge, one of the girls running there with a couple of them is on YouTube, Faithkp. She was on The Biggest Loser. And I remember watching, I've been watching Faithkp for ever. Long before I even had a YouTube channel, she was one that I would watch. And she had went to the taping of the Oregon thing, and she had taped some of it herself with like her digicam or her phone, or I don't know what she used, but she had put it on her YouTube page. So I was like, that's where I have already seen this from, because I saw it on YouTube. So anyway, I was like screaming. I'm like, oh my God, it's Faithkp. I was like having a conniption. And my husband's like, you don't know her. I'm like, yes, I do. I've been watching her on YouTube for like 2 years. And he's like, whatever. I swear to God, it's Faithkp. So it took me forever to get him convinced that I knew who that was. And so for those of you who don't know her or haven't checked out her channel, go check out Faithkp, because she has a great YouTube channel. She's been around for a long time, had gastric bypass. She actually did apply for The Biggest Loser. And if you go look back through her videos, she even has her audition tape on her YouTube page, which is fantastic. I loved her audition tape. I can't believe they didn't pick her. I think she would have kicked ass on that show. Really, I do. So it's kind of fun to have seen her process. Like, you know, that was kind of her initial focus, was getting on The Biggest Loser, and she didn't get on. And that's when her focus changed and went to gastric bypass, and she had her bypass, and she has done absolutely fantastic. She looks great. She just recently found out she's pregnant, which is a lot of fun for me to watch her right now, because that's kind of one of the goals of me doing this surgery, was that I wanted to get healthy enough that I would be able to have children in the next couple of years. And now that she's pregnant, I get to watch the process that she's going through with nutrition and all of the doctor's visits and everything. And that's a lot of fun for me, because that was a goal for me. So it's giving me motivation and inspiration to keep going towards my goal, so that I too can feel the joy of being a mother someday. So please go check out Faithkp. She's fantastic. So that was a lot of fun for me to see somebody on TV that I like recognized. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, that was kind of cool. For those of you who do watch Faithkp and have not seen The Biggest Loser yet, look at the Portland section when they're running. You will see her. She has on a stocking cap, and I think she had like pigtail braids. So yeah, definitely check that out. Let's see, what else? This weekend should be a nice, slower weekend. I'm so looking forward to that. The weather went from fall like a week ago, and then this whole week has been freaking ridiculously hot. It's been in the 90s here. And I'm like, what the hell happened to fall? I don't want to just skip over fall, because fall is my favorite season. I love this time of year. I love the cooler temperatures, and there's like just a crispness to the air, and the leaves changing and falling from the trees. And granted, I don't like raking, which is a part of it for us. We have 3 huge trees, so we're going to be raking till we're like, our hands are like to the bone, because it takes so long to rake them. But there's just something about fall that always draws to me. I love the, like, I can't do it so much now, but I used to love like the caramel apple spice drink from Starbucks. This time of year, it just like tastes so good. Caramel apples. There's a local place here that does caramel apples that are out of this world. Obviously, that stuff I can't really have anymore, but I still love fall. I just love this season, and we're ever approaching to my 1-year wedding anniversary, which is always fun too. Like this time last year, I was a freaking mess. Like I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I don't know. I was worried about everything, and did I have it all organized, and what did I still have left to do? And so glad to be done with that forever. Don't ever want to go through that again. So anyway, it should be a nice weekend, and nice, calm, relaxing weekend. Me and the husband are planning on doing some gym time. There's free climbing for him on Saturday, so I think he may go climb, and I think I'm going to do some elliptical or some walking, something like that. We'll see. So anyway, I guess that's my update. I don't have a lot to talk about. I had to share that about The Biggest Loser, because I thought it was so cool to see somebody that I recognized. That's never happened on that show before, so that was really, really fun. And also, in regards to this season of The Biggest Loser, I was like this close to applying for season 10. I had the application in hand, filled out, ready to go. All I needed to do was put together a video. and I chickened out. But really what happened is I just got really nervous about the whole physicalness of that show, and also that you don't really get paid for it. So if you don't win, you're kind of going to be, it's going to be this time that you're away from, your job and your family and everything else. And my husband doesn't make enough money or work enough in order for us to, be supported through, if I had to be gone for, 3 months or whatever. So really, ultimately, the money was the decision of why I didn't complete it, because I thought, oh my gosh, what if I get picked and I can't go away for, even a month away would have put us belly up and we would have lost our house and everything else. And I just didn't want to go there. And ultimately, I think it worked out the way it was supposed to. I could not be happier with the way things have worked out. I'm so, so blessed and thankful for the gastric bypass. It's just unreal how much it's changed my life and how much better I feel and how much more life I have in me than what I had 3 months ago. So I'm definitely, like, I guess for a lot of, like, growing up, I can remember talking about gastric bypass for even when I was quite a bit younger than I am now. And it's just like all along I felt like that was supposed to happen to me. Like I was supposed to have it. And it almost is like now that I do have it, I feel more normal. It's kind of a weird thing to explain, but that's just how I feel. Like I eat more like a normal person eats now. And so I'm just really thankful, and I just know in the end that God was watching over me and sent me in the right direction. I mean, it was not meant to be for me to apply for that show, and but regardless, I have a special place in my heart for watching this season, because I know if I had gone through with it, this could have been my season to be on that show. And I think, I'm not sure I could have handled the physical aspect of it. That really scared me. They work out hard and long, and it is freaky. I just don't, I know they all look fabulous and fantastic when it's all done. Gosh, it's scary. So anyway, I think it's going to be interesting to watch this season and kind of go, man, that would have been me doing whatever. So, yeah. And I know the chances of me having gotten on that show would have been like 1 in, a million basically. But I still have that in my head, like what if thing. But so anyway, I'm really excited to watch the season, since this would have been the season I had applied for. So okay, I'm done talking. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. I love you guys. Y'all look great, fantastic, fabulous, all of that stuff. I've caught up on videos. I haven't commented a lot because I've been watching you while I worked, but I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and thank you for watching. Mwah, love you guys. Bye.